right, so the purpose of this video is for you to get to know me a little bit better and just to know a little bit about me and where I'm coming from. So let's dive in. There we go. So, about me, I have a family of my own, but I come from a very large family. So the picture on the left, you can see my wife and my baby daughter, who's now 5.5 months old as of the recording of this video. And on the right side, you can see my wife's family, and it's pretty diversified, but then you see my family, and we're all massive. I like to consider myself to be pretty tall. I'm 6'7", but as you can see, this brother's on a different plane, but we're all basically the same height. This is actually my tallest brother. So I come from a family of giants, and there are five of us, all five boys only, no girls in the family. My daughter is actually the first female Landstrom on our side of the family. So, yeah, you can tell there's a little bit of a difference here, but yeah, my family's pretty big and we're pretty tight knit. We do a lot together. We really enjoy each other's company, which is nice when it's just a group of guys. So, yeah, a little bit about me, right? This is a picture of our summer road trip that we took to the Smoky Mountains, and we made our way to the top for Valeria to completely not enjoy any of it and just cry her eyes out. So it was a bit of an interesting hike back down. But this is where I come from. Now, when we're talking about me more specifically, now, the reason I start with these two pictures of my family is that family to me is really, really important. I grew up in a close family and it's always been important and it always will be important to me. It's actually so important that I never really wanted to spend my vacations traveling to go see my family. So I never really moved that far. All right, this is a picture of the house that I grew up in, the grammar school that I attended, the high school that I attended, and the college I went to on the same map, all within a mile and a half or maybe 2 miles of each other. And my house now is actually somewhere on this map, and I'm not going to show you where, but it's still within the neighborhood. So I really haven't left. I'm from the South Side, and really have kind of grown, born and bred here. Now, a little bit more information about me. I am from Oak Lawn, Illinois. I was born and raised in Oak Lawn. I still live in Oak Lawn. My parents still live in Oak Lawn. Two of my brothers still live in Oak Lawn. I did graduate from Marist High School, and eventually I graduated from St. Xavier University, both of which are, again, very close to where I was born and bred. Overall, this is my seventh year teaching with my third year at Stagg. Within those 7 years, I have taught at Marist High School for 4 years and now at Amos Alonzo Stagg from 2021 until now. Now, a little bit about why I teach really goes back to 2021 until now. So, a little bit about why I teach actually comes from my personal background. So, I grew up a tennis player. I started playing tennis when I was 4 years old. My mom won a tennis racket in a raffle and signed me up for these lessons, and I just absolutely loved it. Um, Tennis is a lot of fun, and I still am an active tennis participant. I wouldn't say a player, but I like to go out and hit with my wife every now and then. But then I started playing soccer. And soccer was a little bit more interesting because now you have to work together with other people. I didn't really take to soccer too much, but that aspect of being able to work with another person, that was a little bit different than what I had experienced in tennis, because in tennis, I played singles. So I was completely by myself. Not even my coach was allowed to talk to me during the match. Now, after I kind of graduated out of soccer, I only played soccer in grammar school. When I went to high school, I actually shot up in height and was very tall. And so my mom kind of forced me to try out for basketball. It's a story I tell the teams that I coach. But really, what the lasting message is that I chose basketball over tennis because of that teamwork aspect. You get to work with other people. And it was the influence of those coaches and the coaching on me that kind of led me into coaching. So I was lucky to be very athletically blessed when I was a kid. And the kindergarten soccer coach started asking me for help with practices when I was in seventh and eighth grade. So I started kind of, just helping out here and there for a candy bar or for $20, and which was just so much money back then. But that kind of got me into the realm of coaching. And even when I was playing college basketball at St. Xavier, I still, in the off season, I would coach for the club programs around the area. So coaching's always been a really big part of my life. And coaching and teaching are very similar. It's just you're in a different place and you're talking about a different thing. So I kind of translated from coaching into teaching, which is really the why of why I coach. And I think that's really best represented by this next image, right? What coaching and teaching both allow you to do is they allow you to grow. They allow people to flourish and to come up and to try again. And maybe it didn't work this time, but we're going to try it that way. But you're going to keep growing no matter what. And that for me is the biggest part of why I teach. I absolutely love seeing the growth in kids from day one to the last day of the year, or from freshman year all the way through in their last day of senior year. So that's just a little bit about me.